Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself Darshanar. Well, my YouTube channel is Darshanar the Edu. Today's topic is based on our biology and engineering, where I have taken the topic on explaining brain, where brain is a complex organ present in our body, where brain helps in different movements, consciousness, and involuntary functions in the body. In this video, we're gonna learn what and how brain works and what are the engineering perspectives where we can work on brain to understand the different complications in the brain to help the society in the engineering base. Now let's dwell into the topic further. This is the introduction to the brain. The brain revealed an engineering guide to understand our most complex organ. In this presentation, we're gonna learn or explore the wonders of human brain, how it works, and what are the importance of brain in the body, and what is brain composed of, and we're gonna see what brain is capable of doing things, why the brain is called the complex organ in our body. So let's now discuss what is brain and what are the components present in the brain. Now let's discuss what is brain. The brain is the most complex organ in the human body, responsible for controlling all our thoughts, actions and feelings. It is made up of billions of neurons that communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals. Whole human body is connected through neurons, where it helps to bring the messages from all over the parts of the body to the brain, which help in the functioning of the body and sending the message back through the neuron so that the action can be done from the brain to the different part of the body. Brain help in different functioning of the body like consciousness, movement and involuntary work in our body. Now let's just discuss about the brain and what is or why the brain is most complex organ in our entire human body. Now let's just discuss the parts of the brain. Before telling that the brain has divided into three main parts, let's say brain has even divided into two main parts like right brain and the left brain, because the right brain controls the left part of the body and left brain controls the right part of the body. Now let's just discuss the three main parts of the brain. The first one is the cerebrum, which is the front part of the body. Next, the middle one is the cerebrum, and the end part is the brainstem. Now let's discuss these parts and their importance. The cerebrum is responsible for the conscious thought and the movement. Let's understand what is cerebrum's work in the brain. Cerebrum, which helps in keeping our conscious alert, or you say you'll be conscious every time whenever you work or when you wake up, and your thoughts, you get different thoughts at different times. This is controlled by cerebrum, and the movement in the body is even controlled by cerebrum. The second part of the brain is the cerebellum. Don't confuse with cerebrum and cerebellum, okay? Cerebrum, which controls the balance and coordination. You have observed few peoples having alcohol, they cannot stand and they cannot withstand. They even tend to fall whenever they have alcohol. This is because the cerebral, the equilibrium of the cerebrum is disturbed. So they cannot control or balance their body or coordinate their body. So you could have understand what cerebrum works. Cerebrum has a fluid which balances your body. If the fluid is unbalanced, your body tend to unbalance. Now let's discuss even the brainstem. Brainstem controls the involuntary function like breathing and heart rate. You have you would have observed like your heart is not even stopping for even a second, and your breathing is not even stopping for a second. But you can stop breathing, but you cannot stop the heart. If you stop the heart, no one can live, okay? But breathing can be controlled. Like it is not involuntary. A few moments it is involuntary. After few moments it is you can control it, and but after a few minutes you cannot control. You need a desperate oxygen to circulate into your body. So it is considered as involuntary. But heart, which is not which works non-stop, it cannot be stopped. So brainstem helps in controlling the involuntary functions in the heart, because if brainstem like it is not taking control or sensing what is happening in the heart, then you may gonna die or you may gonna have some hurt. No, you may die most probably. So brainstem help in controlling the involuntary functions like breathing and heart rate, and monitors like it always monitors the heart rate and the involuntary functions of both of this. Without this you cannot live at all. So this part of the brain is most important, and which can lead to death if gonna hurt also, because there is no control from the brain stem to the breathing and the heart rate, so it might stop your heart rate there only. It's not a bad thing, but you should understand why brainstem con- control is so important in the brain. Now let's just discuss how the brain works. The brain works by processing the information from our senses, using that information to make the decision. The sense is brought from the neurons, which communicate with each other by releasing a chemical called neurotransmitter, which carries signal across the tip gaps called synapses. By learning and forming a new connections, our brain are constantly changing and adapting. Let's understand how neuron communicates with each other through this diagram. Okay, this is the nucleus of the neuron. Okay, this is the axon. Okay, this is the synapses. Okay, synapses gap, and these are the dendrites. Okay, what happens that you can take an example that I am having a pain in my hand. Okay, like at the fingertip. Okay, where the neuron senses the information that something is going on in this particular region, and this will take the chemical at the synapses end. We'll call it as a synapses end. Like this one is the synapses end. Okay, which take the chemical and which passes through the neuron, where in the neuron which passes as a electrical signal. Okay, like electrical signal, it passes through finger to the brain, where the brain processes the information from our senses and use that information to make the decision, which then makes the decision that in the fingertip it is paining. Okay, you can sense that there is a pain in your fingertip. So neurons are even not only it is not connected only throughout the body, it is even interconnected inside the brain, which processes in different capacity. Like you say in the bike, cubic capacity. Okay, even the brain can work in the such a fast manner. There are many intelligent brains present in our world. Now let's just discuss further. Now let's discuss the power of the brain. You know what is the capacity of the brain? Many have a different IQ level, many have different like understanding or sensing the things. But human brain is capable of doing amazing feats like learning new languages, solving complexing the problem, and creating the work of art. However, it is susceptible to damage from injury, disease, and aging. In the engineering, we tend to get the solution how if a brain is damaged, we can replace. Nothing can be replaced as brain, or we can use some helpful information like using the AI or computer technology to replace some of the brain parts. Like in few peoples there are some disabilities like they cannot hear, they cannot see, they cannot talk, or many things. This can be used, or our computer science engineering can be used for designing such models or such things to understand. I can say like understanding, but by understanding the brain we can develop few things which helps the human. But aging disease can sometimes be cured, sometimes it cannot be particularly cured, like speaking. And in aging, that is way more difficult, but it can be done in the future. But the brain is the one which help in the coordination of the body. So as you get aged, or as you get going through your aging, you start losing your consciousness, or your because every part of the body gets aged. Okay, every you say you take any machine, after few years it start getting slow, or it start getting helping, or it starts getting, or it starts not working, it'll come to some end. Okay, even every part of the body comes to an end by aging. Okay, but if you preserve the brain, the work of the brain can be accessed, or using the technology you can work through it. So the power of brain is beyond any level. Still the studies are going on through it. If you have any interest, go through what the works are going on through the brain in the technology. Now we have come to the conclusion that the brain is an incredible organ that controls every aspect of our life. By learning more about it, how it works, we can unlock its full potential and live healthier and happier life. Thank you for watching or joining my video today. Let's meet in our next video. Thank you for watching my video. Let's just meet in our next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.